Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. I am here. Thank you so much for your patience. For those of you who have been supporting me in my 13 days of impact, last couple of days have been busy, but it is good. You start following the lead of the Lord, things start to happen. So I am very excited about everything that's happening right now, just the spaces that I'm in. And I have been practicing really hard to make sure that I'm consistent. And I actually love helping people. So this is a blessing to me. So for those who don't know, I'm Wanda Mays. I decided this year, instead of birthday presents and gifts, that I would donate my time to being here and uh, using my time to if anybody who wanted to donate anything, which nothing has happened. Mind you, everything that I've been doing is in the background, but it's been so good just to be here with you all that I decided just to continue continue doing it. So thank you so much. Tonight I'm just going to talk about leaders a little bit. And this is a conversation anyone can jump in on. Um, Over all the years that I've done this, you grow older in your gifts and your talents. And you may change, you may not change, you may adjust, you may not adjust. But moving into the nonprofit space and taking it seriously has allowed me to think very differently about who and what I am. So, I just decided to go over some of the characteristics that I think great leaders have, and you all can chime in. Again, this is part of day 8 and day 9 kind of combined. So vision, making sure you know what you want to do, like what will it look like when you get there. Integrity, service, courage. Going full screen, excuse me. It is not letting me see. There we go. Accountability, collaboration, and lifelong learning. A lot of people stop going to school or classes, or for those of us who are in education, that's you're never going to be allowed to stop doing anything. But you aren't constantly learning about the next levels in your life, then you won't be available to help the people that are coming behind you. Next, this year, even after this, my plan is to continue celebrating women in leadership. A lot of us know women who do miraculous things, and we're in so many spaces now that if we really thought about it, we could take over the world. At least that's what Wanda thinks. So, nonprofits, that's where I am. I know several women, and I plan on shouting out a lot of women this year. Um, Churches, those who are pastors, preachers, evangelists, who serve in their churches in many capacities. Schools, which is, people think that's a normal situation or a normal area that women will be in. Housing initiatives. I've met quite a few contractors. I wasn't shocked, but I've met quite a few passionate contractors, women who were extremely knowledgeable about construction, and they were willing to share their information and their knowledge. Businesses, community organizations, and national movements. I'm just going to continue move right on through his why leadership matters. Um, I A lot of people feel like a lot of things that they know should just be natural, or as people, a lot of what we do should be just natural. That's not the case. Most of us are sitting in positions where we could really impact somebody's life. Some of us abuse that position, some of us misuse it, and then others misunderstand it. I know for a fact when it comes to leadership, people really do think that there's someone just, you're looking at someone and that person is just leading everything, whether it's directing something, organizing something. But um, having the trust of a person and becoming a good leader is very important. We are all leaders in some right. Think about all the mothers and their households. Uh, you're leading your families, you're leading your children. I think we get crossed up a lot of times as to roles and who's actually leading. All of us at some point have found ourselves leading something in life. So I didn't want to generalize this, even though when I was coming up with the slide, I kept thinking, okay, you do want this to be in reference to business. So I just want to throw that in there, that we really need to expand our thought processes of what leadership is and why it matters to us. Um, This probably should have been the first slide, but yes, day 9 of purpose. Why partnerships matter. I'm going to lay into this heavy because a lot of people are not very successful right now because they're not partnering or they feel like what they have. And I am literally repeating myself when it comes to this. All nonprofits, the ones who are listening to me or to anyone, you absolutely positively must have partnerships. It is a non negotiable. We're in third quarter, and I keep reminding people of third quarter because now is the time when government agencies, organizations, foundations, funding groups are trying to figure out who they're going to give money to because you got to start wrapping it up. And third quarter is when that normally happens. So, for those of you who are sitting and waiting to find out what happens, start looking and just pick up the phone. Don't be afraid. Please don't wait for grants. Um, it irritates me that all people think that it's the only thing that a nonprofit could get. There's a lot of funding that's out there right now when it comes to anything you can think of. Excuse me. There's funding for it. So just keep looking. Just talked about partnerships, trust. Because of my love for helping people, I have been taken advantage of more times than I can document on paper. And it I'm going to let you know that, as you grow, your discernment gets a little higher and you start to figure out who you can and cannot trust. um in any business, it's all a risk, but it starts with trust. That's why spending time with an individual or spending time with companies for more than just, okay, let's go out to lunch, okay, we're ready to do the thing now. Finding more out about the person you're getting ready to get into a space with. And then sometimes it's not even about that person not wanting to do it or can't do it. It's they might not be built to do it. So ask the questions, have a list of questions. But I am important to everyone that you should have a partnership by now with someone. This is for any organization. This is not just for nonprofits. You really got to pay attention to uh, the other or the piece of the pie that's missing for your group. I'm scanning through this because I got another call coming in. My personal leadership philosophy: I lead with purpose, I serve with excellence, I collaborate generously. I think I just mentioned that. I give more than you take, meaning you if you start to do that with whomever you're partnering with or just in the organization that you serve, you'll be a happy person, and then leave the organization better than you found it. Meaning, don't burn no bridges when you're on your way out. Just leave with grace if that's not the spot for you. Taking action together. I'm going through these slides quick just because I wanted to make sure that I came on tonight. Taking action together. Um, I'm I'm being a little bit more not cautious. I'm taking more care in the relationships that I have. A lot more care. Listening to people, trying to figure out what they need, and not just jumping to help when the first words come out of their mouth. I'm really here to help build a better community for us. And looking ahead, there's so many unknowns right now. I know a lot of people feel like they just don't know what they're going to do next or what they should do next or how they should do it next. So when it comes to your organization, um, take the time to find one group that you will bless abundantly. Um, Start to connect with those groups that just don't have. There are a lot of very small nonprofits that are doing things out of their pockets. So there are several things that I got planned up for the third quarter because I'm being placed in rooms now that I literally am amazed, and uh, I'm at a loss for words. Even tonight, doing this, the things that have happened to me in the last probably week are just all God, and I'm appreciative and I'm grateful that He's using me in this space. So I made my commitment for tonight. That was the only thing I wanted to speak about. Thank you all for anybody who's looking at this thinking, okay, she rambling, she just talking. I just wanted to connect with you all this evening. I thank you for always supporting me. For those of you who are on here, please connect with me on LinkedIn. National Nonprofit Capacity Consortium is there. Funding after hours will get loaded back up starting next week. And I actually am going to start doing some I mentioned the grants, but I'm going to start to show you where you can submit proposals to get funding. We're talking foundations that are connected to your groups. I won't be coming live. I'm just letting you all know the lives won't be on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. I'm going to start to do some things that are a little bit more intimate, but the funding after hours part is real. The meeting that I had a couple days ago, um, it put me in a room with the I can't even count the number of organizations who are now in a place that they're ready to start doing funding, and they are looking for people who have already built capacity to do it. So connect with me now. A lot of people are just reaching out to chit chat and bump gums. We can do that when we see each other at an event. I'm only helping people that are serious from this point forward, meaning you really do want to get your organization up and running. You really want to elevate past where you are right now. You're serious about it. And you want a plan if you don't already have a plan. A lot of people just throw a nonprofit together, think that the Lord gonna bless it because they're doing something good. That's not the way it works. Prayer is important if that's what you do. However, you need to know what you need before you start walking in these rooms with your hand out, saying you need money, or your organization is growing, or you got this great idea, great project. So when it comes to any of this, please be intentional. This part of the year, Q3 is where we are. And I got some other real big news, but I'll share that later with another group of people that I'm participating with. So thank you all. For those of you who have not donated, please take the time to just bless a child. And if it's not me, giving back at this time of the year is important. I know a lot of us wait to Christmas and we start buying a bunch of gifts, but just to take a moment to give something to someone um, that you don't know. Contact an organization that you're not familiar with, a nonprofit, and bless them with a gift or bless them with something that they're in need of. So that's a wrap from me tonight. Thank you. I didn't plan on being on long. Electricity went out over here. It was around 7. So when it came back on, everything was moving slow. So it took me a while to restart. So thank you all. I will be back here tomorrow for day 10. God bless you. Have a good night.